Are you looking for love? Well, I can't help you there, but I can help you find the right solar installer. And believe it or not, the sort of criteria in finding your one true love is pretty similar in looking for your one true solar installer. Hi, I'm David with Solar Edge Pros, and in this video we're going to reveal how you, a savvy homeowner in desperate need of escaping that overbearing utility company, can make the right switch to your solar Valentine. When you go solar, you want to choose a company that is financially stable, in it for the long run, and appreciates you for who you are, a customer, which is the single most important person in every business. Follow these easy steps and you'll completely avoid those heartbreaking scamming solar bros. Talk about a win. And we get a win because you're watching our video. That's a win-win. Actually, it's a win-win-win because, you know, the planet. All right. Enough about the planet and me. Isn't it time we talk about you and your needs? Determine your solar needs. Just like in love, you need to assess your needs. How much energy you're currently using month to month. Do you notice your bill goes up in the summer and drops in the winter? Or is it consistent all year round? Once we have assessed your current usage, consider where you expect your energy usage to be in the future. Will the kiddos be moving out of the house in a few years? Or do you have a couple of teens that will soon be wanting to run the dryer 24/7? I want to be a teenager again. Or maybe you expect to buy an EV in the next 5 years. These are just a few of the internal factors to consider before determining how much energy you want to produce. Now let's think about external factors. Do you expect the rate your utility company charges to go up or down in the future? Research has shown a direct relationship between increasing population and increasing energy rates. So if you live in a city or even a state that continues to see a high increase in population growth, like, San Antonio, Texas, well, there's a good chance the cost for the same amount of electricity will continue to increase. Research local solar companies. Start by stalking them. No, that's just in love. Huh? Kidding. Research solar companies in your area as they will be more familiar with local regulations and conditions than your typical nationwide companies. You can also reach out to your energy provider and ask for recommendations. Many of them, like CPS Energy, have a list of registered solar companies to help homeowners like you avoid dealing with those solar bros. See a link in the description if you want a copy of that list from CPS. While you're researching, be sure to check the usual online review platforms like Google and Yelp for any of those red flags. People only go solar once or twice, so it's so important to have high standards. Check qualifications and credentials. Ensure that the company and its technicians are licensed and certified to install solar panels in your area. We've heard horror stories about other companies hiring just about anyone with a drill to install panels. Talk about a turnoff. The most trusted certification in solar is called NABCEP. A solar company should have their NABCEP licensing number viewable on their website. It's like the equivalent of a guy who says they're 6 feet. If they're 5'10", it'll be obvious. While we're talking about professionalism, you're going to want someone with some experience, if you know what I mean. Consider how long the solar company has been in business and how many installations they've completed. Choosing a solar company that's relatively young, 3 to 5 years, can be a huge red flag if you're not confident they'll stay in business long enough to make good on their warranties. Understand financing options. Do some research on the different types of solar financing. Are you interested in paying for your system with cash, leasing, or a power purchase agreement? If cash, how much of the cost do you want to pay upfront and how much after install? If leasing, are you okay with going with a higher interest rate if it brings down the overall cost of the system? I know that sounds backwards, but it's true. There are situations where it makes the best sense for the installer and you, the homeowner, to choose the higher interest rate in order to have the lower cost. Okay, by this point, you should have narrowed down your list of available candidates to 3 to 5. It's a good idea to get multiple quotes just to know what's available to you and to disqualify any of those jealous ones, am I right? Remember, you're avoiding a lot of headaches down the road by following these steps. It may seem like a lot to do, but believe me, you'll be glad you did. In the next video, we'll go over how to narrow down your list even more after you've met with different contenders. Now hopefully we'll learn which one will win the key to your Wi-Fi router? Did I mention SolarEdge Pros is an available, strapping young, but not too young, solar installer? Go ahead and give us a call for a free quote on solar and battery backups. You can reach us at 210-401-9030. You'll be glad you did. We'll even listen to you complain about your in-laws.